it's your girl Xee and Cyn, and we're back with another video. Today we're reacting to top 10 things we love about living in the UK, American, and Scotland, and we got this from Simple Scottish Living.
Right.
Ooh, I can't wait. I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited.
I wanted to show her this video because I just did it and I'm like, Cyn need to see this because you already know we love the UK and there's nothing nobody can tell us otherwise to steer us. We gotta move somewhere because this is getting out of hand with all these everybody that is moving and showing us about things that they love when they move out of the US. So she's gonna be in for a ride on this one. But we're not doing no long talking. Thumbs up because that's how it helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into this video. Here we go. Right about. You introduce it. Oh my God. Take it over. There you go.
Here we go now.
Hi, y'all. I'm Manny.
And I'm Zach. And about a month ago, we moved our entire family from California to Bonnie, Scotland. And today we wanted to share with you our top 10 favorite things so far about Scotland.
All right, let's get into it. So the first point is the water. Oh my goodness. It's something I've not experienced in my life. And it's being able to just go up to the tap, turn it on, and drink straight from the tap. Wonderful, fresh, cold water. He always used to...
Best in the world.
He used to talk about it, and I didn't know what he was meaning. And I fully understand now.
It's something that Scottish people are very passionate and defensive about. You can make fun of us for a lot of things, but don't insult our drinking water.
And if you're new here, Zach is actually Scottish, born and raised. He just moved over to the US to marry me about 13 years ago, and now we're back here together. So I'm American, Scottish, so we have both dual perspectives.
And I have both accents, apparently.
So that's good to know because thank God we live in Alaska. Our water is fresh compared to other states in the US. Ours is straight from the glacier water, so it's one of the freshest water they can get. And our air quality is good.
It's amazing.
Compared to California, 10 out of 10. We're best.
So, in other states, you don't even want to smell the water. Even if you boil it, you don't even want to drink it. It's that bad.
It's really bad.
But Alaska, we gotta give kudos to here. But it's sometimes you think about it, it's not a part of the US. Because they always say, "Oh, it's an overseas tour." When we're coming in the military, they're like, "You're going overseas." I'm like, "Oh God!" I'm like, Alaska. I'm like, "Isn't it a part of the 50 states?" But that's what it's considered because it's so far away.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I was like, see,
so
but the way of life here is really different from the lower 48 when you think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was shocked. Was like, you can walk up to the top, put your cup underneath it, and drink it, and don't worry. And he said it's the best. And don't.
I believe that.
Listen, I was like, okay now. Let's go on to number 2.
The second of our favorite things is something that Annie experienced recently. And you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So I went into town to get my hair done. It had been a while. I go about maybe once a year, maybe twice if I'm lucky. And it can be from a man or a woman, but the use of pet names. So these were ladies and they were calling me Love and Hen, and I just adore that.
Yeah, I've definitely heard it. For whatever reason, I don't use it. I feel like me saying it sounds weird. I don't know why, but the people that do use them, it's definitely a sign of endearment and friendliness, and I can see why you find it endearing. But maybe it's because I don't have enough pet names for you. You're looking elsewhere for your pet names.
And this is an obvious one.
I wasn't expecting that one. I was not expecting that one. Pet names. That's sweet.
It's cute. No,
because when you're like a woman, there's like that one older lady that's like, "Come here, sugar. Come here, honey." Like,
I know. It just tickles your fancy. It makes you feel good.
Good. Yeah, you feel welcomed by them.
Yeah.
So I can get that feeling. That's nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Awesome.
Especially when you're beautifying yourself.
Oh, girl, you need that.
That extra fluff is good.
You feel welcome now. Oh, can't talk to me.
One is just the beauty everywhere. I mean, this right out our back doorstep. We have beauty in not only the landscapes of mountains and open fields and rolling hills and then pastures, but the beauty in the architecture. The buildings are all gorgeous and made with so much just care.
It's definitely something I took for granted when I lived here and then moved away. Just the fact that driving to school each day, I'd drive over cobblestone roads with a castle over here, Arthur's Seat over here, like
His
historic.
school looked like Hogwarts, pretty much.
Historic, like Scottish buildings and Princess Street and all this, and you just don't get that as much as you do over here in the States. It's truly everywhere, and
it's pretty amazing. And the other thing is there's beauty in people's, even as simple as their yards or the town centers. Everyone takes such good care with their maintenance of their properties that it's just, you notice it. And I can't stop filming. Zach's like, put down your phone. But literally everywhere I turn, there's something that's gorgeous and I haven't seen before.
She's still taking her camera out like a tourist. And my comeback line is, we live here now. You can do this another day.
I don't know
when the children aren't screaming at us and it's nap time. But no, it's, like I said, definitely something I took for granted, but definitely something I'm going to reappreciate and share with Annie and the kids. So it's really cool.
Wow. It looks straight out like a, like in Hollywood when they like the movies from back then. It looks so good.
It's beautiful.
But this is real.
That's what I'm saying.
That's real.
And I know I've said this a few times. Maybe I haven't said it on this channel, but on Island Girl, and I tend to tell people, you don't necessarily appreciate where you are when you live there.
Yep, you don't.
Because you get accustomed to being there that you've lost appreciation for it. But then me walk in and I'm like, I'm in a daze. I'm amazed. And I'm like, oh my word. It's like I can't get enough of it. And I always say to people, please don't lose that. Don't lose that excitement for where you are. Because the UK is just, it's just rich in everything.
Yes,
the culture is
history.
Everything is just amazing.
Beautiful.
And I don't see how people can get tired or lose appreciation for it. But I get it.
Yeah, because you're so used to seeing it all the time. I like how like their houses, their school is from way back then till now.
Listen,
you can't see that anywhere in the US. All that thing is gone.
That's the thing. The US don't sit back and say, let us refurbish this. Let us keep this history alive. You don't find that here.
No, you don't.
It's just amazing. Overall, it's green. It's I
know pretty much everyone's wondering about this, but the overall sense of safety here, whether that be safety from wild carnivorous giant animals.
Carnivorous giant animals?
Like bears?
Okay, fair enough.
Mountain lions? We had mountain lions at our last
city. My mind went straight to dinosaurs when you said carnivorous animals. I'm like, our son is very into dinosaurs, so we don't have those.
Sharks?
Yeah.
Like, you name it.
Our only shark eats plankton, so you're safe.
But lots of animals that could kill you easily. You just don't get them over here.
Yeah.
Like a fox can only do so much damage.
Yeah. Another huge one is the lack of guns, or the I'm pretty sure it's only like farmers and other people, like specialist people, that are allowed to have guns. And coming from the past 7 years where I had a gun on my hip every day at work.
Zach worked for the California Highway Patrol, actually.
It's a big change. It's something I had to adjust to when I went over there. Not something I really ever got into. But yeah, it's just not something you have to think about over here, which is amazing. And I mean, I grew up around here, so I know the area, and I think I have a good idea of how safe places are. And it's just a nice, refreshing feeling with kids, especially, to kind of be like, just run around to your granny's house. Like, I used to wander off by myself all the time, and I know times have changed, but there is a sense of relief here, so I'm pleased with that.
The other part of the safety is fewer natural disasters. We have come from Georgia, where you had tornadoes, and you'd actually have to go into the middle of your house at points throughout the year because a tornado siren would start going off and everyone would huddle up in the bathroom. And then moving to California, where not all you don't really
the
get
world's biggest fault line.
yeah, we had earthquakes, we had fires so bad that some of our friends actually lost their homes. We had so there's hurricanes there, drought, and flooding. So you get a little bit of it all, and all horrible. So.
Whereas over here, if it gets too sunny, we have a hose pipe ban. I'll let you use your hose pipe for a little bit. But
I mean, there is the potential to get hurricanes or flooding, but it's so much smaller than what we've experienced.
Yeah, it's not really something you think about.
Yeah, it feels safer. I mean, we would have to plan in California for fire days and having our kids out of school and having to make up days later in the year because of evacuations.
And then having to stay indoors because the air was so polluted with smoke.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. Oh, geez. Yeah. The last part of the safety is everything just seems to be made more safely, even down to the electrical outlets.
3 prongs.
Yep.
Yeah, I know nothing about electrical stuff, but I think it's...
But even having the on-off button on each of the outlets.
Yeah.
So I know that's a safety precaution. And yeah, it's just difference. The overwhelming sense of safety here has been a welcome treat.
Another one.
Wow. That was a lot. They said a lot of great things about what they have over there in Scotland. Like, my goodness.
I'm coming. I got 5 kids. I'm coming. I'm bringing Cynthia along in the suitcase too.
I love that.
Guys,
oh my goodness.
This is one thing I've noticed with a lot of these videos that we look at. And that's why I love to look at these videos. They're perspectives of, you know what? Here we are, living in the US, always worrying about, always looking over our shoulder of what's going to happen next. Or is our kids going to make it home from school safely? Or do I go on the road? Do I make it back home safely? Or do I end up in the hospital? And okay, do I send my baby from here down to the shop? Do I have to stand at my window and peer to make sure that she gets back to the door safely? Yeah. That is not good. That it is not. Unlike here in Alaska, I don't need to worry. I can send them down the block and come back or around the block. For now.
Alaska's like not part of the U.S. sometimes. It's like it's just different.
It just
people are just much nicer here
and more laid back.
Yeah, more laid
and
back.
That's one thing I love about what they're saying. Listen, the safety here.
Yes.
You don't have to overstress yourself.
No.
You see, and that's one of the thing I'm like, why can't I know America is big? Don't get me wrong. I know the U.S. is huge, but come on, we can do better.
We can do a whole lot better. But I never understand why they just won't do it. We have laws from years back that have not been updated. The schools, the guns issues, like
the gun's
a big one. Till now, to this day, not much has been changed, and that's the most messed up part.
And everybody lobbied. What do you need it for? But we're not going to get into that. I just love the different stuff that they explain and the natural disasters. I didn't even realize they didn't have much disasters.
I think that's why I never thought about that until now. Yeah.
Because when you stop to think about the US, there's so many things that happen in different states. You're like, hold on, am I not part of the US? Why that don't come my way? But it's so huge that certain states have certain disaster that will never come our way.
Never.
Is that crazy? Because we know because of landscape, but we're chatting. Let's continue.
Which we're experiencing right now.
Yes.
Not great for children and sleep, but great if you want to enjoy the full extent of your day. The long summer daylight hours.
I was woken up the other morning around, I think it had to have been 4:30 a.m. by the start of light coming through the windows. So that was a surprise, but a welcome one because the sunlight lasts all the way until 11 p.m. in the midst of the summer. And you can get so much done with that amount of sunlight.
It throws you for a loop, especially just coming over here so recently. But it is, I don't think we've actually seen like darkness yet.
No, because what time is it right now?
7:30.
7:30, and you can see nowhere close to nighttime.
I like
We have
Few clouds in
many
the
more
sky covering the
hours.
sun. We were just blinded by the sun a minute ago, but it's still up there working hard.
We
so.
had to change location because Zach's head was just like orange here, shiny and orange.
And I was blinded by the sun, but yeah,
that
apart from
too.
that,
All right, next one.
just wait till winter though. I know we'll get comments about that. Winter
yeah.
is the polar opposite. As
But this is the positive,
This is the
Zach.
positive,
Stick
yeah.
to the positive.
winter is coming.
So in Scotland,
It's just like us here in Alaska. Summers are beautiful. The hour the sun is out to like
Land of the
late.
midnight sun. That's what we're
Yes.
called here in
Oh
Alaska.
my
And it's
goodness.
crazy because when she's like, oh, 4:45 in the morning. Oh no. By 2-3 o'clock in the morning, that sun is peeping back up in
Yep.
the sky. And if you don't have any blackout curtains,
Oh,
especially if you have young kids like mine, is like, the sun haven't gone down yet. It's not time to sleep. I say, you better get in the bed. But it's not nighttime yet. I said, that night ain't gonna come, so you better get you better go to bed. And it doesn't matter. The older they get, it doesn't matter to them enough. Mommy, it's not nighttime yet. Why are we going to bed so early? I said, kid, it's 10:30 p.m. Go to bed.
Yes.
And then the winter,
Oh,
like right
gee,
now, it's
yeah.
the total opposite.
Opposite.
Listen, by 3:30 this evening,
Oh yeah.
I'm literally going to pick my kids up in the dark. I'm dropping them off in the dark because sun not rising until about almost 10 a.m. And by 3:30, going on 4, it's nighttime. So
Yep.
and we are almost in the height of winter. So and we're still getting darker. Our time is still cutting down.
Yeah,
so
still cutting down.
so we have I know one part.
Girl, I
Just-
guess
girl,
we're going to
listen, we can handle that.
Yeah.
in particular, there's something called the freedom to roam. And do you want to explain what that is?
Yeah, I mean, even before that, just
What is it?
I think the size and the way our towns and cities are made up, there is just more walking. You walk to school, you walk to your local store, you walk here, you walk there. I remember one of the first times Annie came to visit,
Yes.
we went to pick up some food, and our whole family was like, oh, we'll just walk to get it. And Annie thought she was on some sort of death march or like half marathon.
It's just, you can't get places in the US, at least where I was. You had to drive pretty much everywhere. And even when we moved to Atlanta, Zach went to the grocery store one day via foot. And
it wasn't that far. It was only like
wasn't
a couple
far.
miles away. And I take my little bag to carry things back. I'm walking back with 2 bags of food, and a
man was so taken aback.
He was sitting in his car in traffic. His window was down. He's like, "Hey, you." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're not from here, are you?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, we don't do that here." I was like, "You're right. There was no one else walking with their groceries."
Yeah.
That was in
It's
pretty
so
much
refreshing
downtown
though.
Atlanta, though. So
Yeah, it's a little different there. Safety wise too, maybe could have been that.
yeah, but
part
no,
of it.
it's it's something like growing up with dogs and stuff. I would walk them all the time, and it's just nice. There's so many places to walk as well where you're free to walk and let your dogs off, and that kind of rolls into the thing Annie mentioned, the Freedom to Roam Act, or Freedom to Roam.
I think the technical, in 2003, they passed the Land Reform Act, and this allowed any of the public to walk freely through all of the lands, even if it was private land. If there was a footpath or not, you could just walk through people's fields and experience the natural beauty, because I guess there's only a few big families in Scotland that own most of the land, the wide variety of land. Correct me if I'm wrong. This could be totally wrong. I was Googling it. But I found it fascinating that with this freedom to roam, you can also camp on the land and even have a fire. But the biggest thing is that you have to respect the land and the people.
Leave it like you found it.
Exactly.
So if the gate's closed, close the gate. Obviously, don't leave any rubbish behind, and
don't interfere with people's animals.
I'm not going to destroy crops and fields, but pretty much just kind of walk where you want and
use common sense.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
It's amazing. And I believe England has something similar, maybe just not to the extent as Scotland.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But it opens up a number of more possibilities for you.
Yeah, but please tell us if you know more about it. I'd love to hear.
That rolls nicely to the next one,
That's
in
one.
people's backyards. Not in the US, unless you want to get pow-powed.
Yeah, lit pow indeed.
Wow.
Ain't happening.
That is not happening.
You're gonna be arrested.
For trespassing, number one.
2,
You might
somebody
see-
have the right to pow you.
Yep.
Like Cyn just said.
Yep.
I didn't even think about it that way, but that's a shocker on top of shocker. No, seriously, that's a shocker on top of shocker.
You said,
You always hear something different. Why?
sorry. Oh, continue.
You can never get used to my patois, don't it?
I love it. So why? I just love it. I really do love it.
It's crazy. And I love the African accent. So and I love the British accent.
We love accents over here.
We're accents fanatics.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just to me. I'm like, when she said it, when I heard it the other day, I'm like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You serious?
Yeah.
I can go camp and somebody
set a
fry and somebody, guys, the sun just finally find its way through the clouds,
Yes.
and I'm telling you, it's popping in my eyes. I can hardly see.
Are you serious?
Woo! It's bright. As you know, I just got an eye test done, but yeah. Anyway, it shocks me out of my wit. I'm like, I can just go and I can camp.
Yeah.
I can
the
make
camping
a fire.
The fire part got me because a fire? Wow.
But all I have to do is make sure that I clean up before I leave.
Exactly.
How amazing is that?
That is.
Not in a million years. Even if, I was going to say, even if Jesus came down and sit on the ground, America ain't doing it.
No.
They're going to charge Jesus too.
Yeah. I just love how over there, you guys really care that people should have like the right to connect with nature. They should be able to. I love that. Because you don't get that. It's so many buildings up here. They're cutting down lands, they're cutting down trees. You don't really get to see that part. And Alaska we do, thank God.
Oh, yeah, that's what I say. Alaska is a different
It's different. But other places in
Yeah.
North 48, you don't get that vibe with nature. You don't really get to
A lot
connect
of
with
paths,
nature like that.
footpaths. We call it trails.
Trails,
We have
yeah.
a lot of trails
A lot
here.
of trails.
And we have a lot of nature trails,
Yes,
hiking trails.
hiking.
And we have a lot of glaciers that we get. There's so much to enjoy.
It's
here.
a part of England over there.
Yeah.
Basically, Alaska's part of England.
We're just missing the castles and the
Yes.
yeah. But yeah, so that's why I'm not too mad, guys. But
Mm-mm.
it's just amazing to hear
It
them say that.
is.
Dog friendliness.
Yes.
I know in the US, people absolutely love their dogs, as they do here.
It's just very widely frowned upon almost to have your dog off leash
In
because
America?
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Many-
they have actual laws and rules
yeah,
that govern that. Whereas here, there definitely are leash laws, but people are always walking their dogs.
Yeah. And
they take their
people's
dogs everywhere.
dogs over here, yeah, I mean in the States you get dogs that are in control, but I would say it's the rare dog that is not under voice control in the UK that has just sort of run wild.
At least, yeah.
Like
at least-
most dogs, if you call their name over here that I've seen, will run right back to their owners.
So yeah, if they're off leash somewhere, usually the owner trusts them to be, and they're friendly, and there's just you if you're coming back from anywhere, driving anywhere, you just see hordes of people walking their dogs at certain times of the day, and
And listen to me.
Before school and after work,
Yeah.
there are just loads of people out with their dogs.
and there's no, at least I've not found any dedicated dog parks here, which is
Yeah.
they have a lot of those in the States. Actual dog parks, just sort of fenced off areas.
and
where you're
those
supposed to
they can
just-
be off leash.
Yeah, where you're supposed to exercise your dog. Opens up a whole nother topic. If that's the only place you're exercising your dog, it can cause trouble.
But anywho, moving on.
That is interesting because I'm scared of dogs. If I see a dog that's not on leash, I'm going the opposite way. I'm sorry.
Listen,
I am
what?
too scared. Your dog could be the nicest dog on earth, small or big. I'm just scared of dogs in general.
Mm-mm. I don't do dogs. I'm sorry. Once it have teeth, it will bite. I don't
Yes.
care how nice you tell me that
No.
dog is. I do not. It has teeth.
Yes.
It will bite. That's how I look at dogs. I love who love dogs.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Because you
We
remember?
know
You
people.
remember what happened?
Yeah. I'm not going to say it because I was just about to say it, but woo! I remember it.
Funny story.
She almost fainted. She's like, oh,
I was dog sitting my neighbor's dog. Me, who is afraid of dogs? They allow me to watch the dog. They're like, we know you're afraid of the dog. This girl let the dog run out there.
It was Kyra.
Did I just throw you under the bus? But it wasn't you, it was Kyra.
Yeah, it was Kyra. I remember it's Kyra.
One of my kids left the door open, and this is a dog that they don't really let outside because Atlas don't know how to stay put. If he gets through that door, it's problem. He don't know. Come here, Atlas. You said come here. You tell him to run. Guys, could I find the dog? I nearly peed my pants. I was panicking.
You called me. How to come?
Cynthia had to drive across town to come and help me to find the dog. And I eventually got the dog.
Yeah.
Someone had the dog over on the other side of the neighborhood. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Because the beauty about it, their dog had tags and telephone number in it on his tag. Thank God. But yeah, I lost it. And guess what I had to do to take the dog home? Let's leave it at that. But we found the dog. And I was peeing my pants and afraid of the dog. But I decided for a whole 2 weeks to babysit dogs.
The dog was very nice.
It's a nice dog.
Very nice dog.
Because it's not that I'm not used to going in their house when they're not there. Mm-hmm. It's just that I'm like, I'm coming in, you better behave yourself. Like I'm telling and I'm about to pee my pants going in every time. He's just a young dog and is always excited.
Barking.
That's
it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's our story. So I don't do that, but I love to see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Kettles.
Segue.
In the States, maybe it's different in the colder climate areas in the States, but where we've lived, so California and Georgia.
I'm gonna let you talk on this one. I don't drink any hot drinks, so that my use of kettles is fairly limited.
Yes. So we just don't typically use kettles. It's not a thing. You use a coffee maker, or you have instant coffee, or you use tea bags, which you heat up in the microwave.
Well, even for
I know people are gonna hate
even
that.
for making pasta, over here we'll use the kettle either on the stove or an electric kettle and throw it in the pot to. Whereas the States,
I don't know why we don't do that. It cuts down the cooking time like by half. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's just more of a staple in the UK and Scottish homes, I think, to have a kettle.
Yeah.
I don't know
but
why.
I also don't know if that's just from where we lived in the US. But I never had a kettle growing up, never used one, and I love having one here.
You want one of the whistle ones, don't you?
I do.
That's like a childhood noise.
Yeah, I like the whistle.
You hear the.
Yep, there's some.
Okay,
I remember with my younger brother, when he was younger, when he would hear that sound, he would start crying because it was scary. Like that sound of the kettle going out, he would start crying. But I have done that once, putting water, because I think the kettle was working, putting hot water in the microwave. Sorry, getting the cold water, putting in the microwave.
She's a newbie. You're young, yeah.
I don't like it.
You're young. You're gonna you're going to have, like I said, it's more common here in the US now for people to have kettles. Because before, people here don't really used to use kettles like that.
I've always been back home.
In Africa?
Oh yeah, because it doesn't matter how hot it is, we will still drink tea.
Yeah, but we drink tea a lot in Jamaica too. Jamaica's a tea culture.
Yeah,
but we have the one that's put on the stove top and it whistle. I'm not. They're talking about the pluggy ones.
No, not the plug. We're talking about the stove.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what they're talking about.
That's
why she's saying she loves it, because you just plug in and it heats up so fast. So that's why I say it wasn't really that common in the US, but people nowadays are into electrical kettles.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what they're talking about.
We have one too.
Yeah, because I bought mine last year. So yeah. But we're chatting.
Yeah,
here we go.
Kettles, maybe we should go to food and drink.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't get us started.
No. Yeah.
We
stand by.
Like little piggy pork chops over here. We
talking
can't
about
stop.
talking about piggy pork chops. One of my favorite things over here is just the sausages.
Yeah.
Just a standard pork sausage.
True, yeah.
Like on a sausage roll.
We don't
so
have
simple.
sausages like they do over here.
It's
Ours
either
are-
like hot dogs or like bratwurst,
Bratwurst a lot.
which are all like all
Or
these
are, like-
different flavors and seasonings.
We have
Or I
link
just want a
sausages.
simple pork sausage.
Our sausages are just slightly different. They're not the same. Yours are meatier and a little bit bigger over here.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it really.
I mean, yeah, I even miss my square sausage, my Lauren sausage,
But
bacon rolls,
good
soups.
soups. You get soups anywhere you go here. You can get a delicious soup, and I am such a soup person. He's not.
I put 3 soups I'll eat.
But I will try any soup thrown near me, and they are delicious. So I can't get enough of the soups, the breads,
steak pies.
Oh my gosh. And I'm actually about to try my first Sunday roast coming up. Actually, we're both going to go.
Yeah.
This in a couple weeks, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing I'm excited to try, since I've been away, I feel a lot of these microbreweries and IPAs and all these little beer places have popped up, and they were really cool in America. So I'm excited to see what Scotland has to offer.
Nice, yeah. In general,
those Sunday roasts.
We keep hearing about it.
I've seen this on TikTok. This girl from the UK, she was, it looks so good, Xavier. The potatoes, because they're crispy and
one of my regular schmeglers was telling me how she makes a potato. She's gonna give me the instruction on how to make this potato, and I'm like, the way she explained, Janine, I'm talking about you. She's like, I got you in her English accent.
I got you.
The way she was explaining, I'm like so mesmerized by her accent. I couldn't hardly hear any of the ingredients. But your roast, your fish and chips, your
the English
sticky
breakfast.
pudding, the sticky pudding.
Marmite.
Why you gotta go do that? She does teasing you guys.
Yeah.
Woo! That bread with the holes in it. Listen to me. Crumpet.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
And the other one that I say I want to try, and I won't make it by myself, and I have to get that. The one that has the little hole in it that you dip in your sauce and eat it. They know what I'm talking. Okay. Like a little bread, but something under the pudding. No, it's not a pudding. Yeah. Where food is.
Oh yeah, big time.
Where big food is. I can't wait. And that soup. Can somebody tell me what kind of soup that was? It looked like a potato cream soup.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Because I'm a soup fanatic as well. I'm yet to let you try my soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you try. No, I'm gonna let you try my soup. Seriously, because soup is a staple in Jamaica too. We love our Saturday. Saturday is a soup day in Jamaica. Yeah. Every household drinking either beef soup,
but not this
chicken
household.
food soup. No, because my kids and my look, man.
I would say the culture is extremely respectful and polite.
Love that.
I mean, everywhere you're going to get those few people that don't fit the norm and are a little bit more. What should I say? We'll just say out there. But I truly enjoy how everyone that I've interacted with at least has a good sense of manners, and you wait patiently in queues. This is, of course, Scotland, where we are. I know it's different across the UK, so you can let me know your experience as well.
Big one is the driving.
Yes.
Politeness while driving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know if it comes from the fact that most of our motorways are like 2 lanes or 3 maybe. Where in the States, you're looking at 3, 4, 5, 8 lanes each way. You're legally allowed to pass both sides of people, so people are all over the place. But here, like, typically, like, people will stay on the left and they'll pass on the right. And if you're waiting to let somebody out, like, people will let you out. I remember when I started driving in the States, I actually caused an accident because I was trying to like.
This is not made
somebody.
up. He actually did. I was like, "What are you doing?
There was like
you can't do that."
I was just sitting in traffic, and there was like a gap in front of me. There was no traffic coming the other way, so I like waved to this lady to come in, and she was like seemed so confused. I was like, "Like go, it's here, go!" And she like hesitated, moved forward. Then cars started coming, so she stopped, and then she backed up right into somebody else. I was just like, sorry.
Yep. It's a true story. And I think,
That's it.
anything else?
That's 10. I think that's 10.
I think that's 10.
We've been coming back and visiting pretty much once a year for the past 10, 12 years. And
Mm-hmm.
these are the things that kind of repeat themselves in our mind.
Can't wait to
And
man.
then now finally moving here, they're things that we're really enjoying at the moment. I don't really see us not continuing to enjoy these, but I'm sure we can add to this list very
Yeah,
easily.
the list is going to get quite long, but this is a good start. And I think that's it for today. In our next video, I hope you tune in because we are going to be talking about the home buying process in Scotland and the differences between here and the States. And we might even do a home tour of our new house. So stick around and hopefully we can show you some of that.
Bye. Look, that was awesome.
Wow.
And there's something that I like the way they look. You see how they respect each other, the way that they talk to each other. They're just beaming. You know, like she's just flushing and he's the smiles between. I like when it looks, you know what I mean? Like they're comfortable with each other.
Yes.
I know it's not a part of the video. I just noticed that. I'm like, oh, I like the way that they.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so cute to look at because
Very
you hardly
cute.
see that unless somebody's putting up a front. But shockers, like shockers on top of shockers in this video.
No, you gotta say it correctly. What the patois? Shocker. I love it.
Shocker.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love this video because you get to see, because in the US you're so used to see what you're used to seeing, the tall buildings. You don't really see that nature side of it.
Yeah.
And I love how there's like a balance. Like
Yeah.
you do get a little bit city, but you also get that nature too. In the US where you just get mostly city.
Concrete
unless
jungle.
nature- Yeah.
And the fact that you can roam, you can go camp.
Roaming
The
freely
fact
like
that you know,
Wow.
and then it has the reminder to us about the night, like the sun staying up, and in the winter it is the total opposite. Not only that, I love the fact that it is safe,
Safe.
way safer, and I love the fact that you can walk up to that tap, turn it on, and get some solid cold water. I love cold water. My water got to be piping cold. It has to be. I can't drink if it is not. So those are some of the things that I appreciate about well, for the time being, we're going to keep living vicariously through these videos of everybody who is showing us all these things until we get there. How about that?
I'm excited. Because the day we land, oh baby, it's gonna be like 3 months.
Listen, we be vlogging. You guys gotta, you be like,
vlogging.
oh, these girls are crazy.
Yeah.
This woman is crazy with them 5 kids.
Every single thing. Video.
Listen. I can't wait.
I'm
The
excited.
food. From the moment I taste that chocolate,
we won't gain weight. Do you know that?
Because the food is more healthy.
It is healthy, and we're really walking.
Oh,
So
yes.
balances it out. So I'm gonna eat. Don't talk to me. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna be eating.
We love you guys.
Yes.
We really do
We enjoy this
appreciate
video.
this what we do here, and we love that
Yes.
the reciprocation. Oh, I finally said that word without baffling over it. And I won't repeat it. But be good, be kind,
Yes.
stay safe, guys. And we'll definitely see you in another video. Don't forget to
Yeah.
give us a big thumbs up because it helps the channel.
Mhm.
And also, guys, if you haven't a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
What am I doing?
So you don't miss
Sorry.
so you don't miss out whenever time we upload a video, okay? Okay, baby?
Okay, baby.
Oh, hold on. X's. That's how they don't know.
Oh, that's how they do it over there?
Yes!
It's not like X, it's just X.
X. No, they don't put no.
Oh.
It's kisses.
Yeah. Bisous.
Yeah.
How do I say French? Mwah, bisous.
I can't stand it.